and welcome to another normal replay cast. And today I feature a ship I never featured on the channel so far. That is the Tier 9 American Heavy Cruiser, the Buffalo. I will tell you some things about the Buffalo, but before, let's check the matchmaking. It's pretty standard, Tier 9 till Tier 7. Well, calling that pretty standard is kind of a novelty to, I would say, since the matchmaking changed, but you don't get up tier that much anymore. I mean, 9s was always like facing tier 10s more or less, so they are good enough to do that in that regard. I think it's fine. Yeah, we're playing on Sea of Fortune, and yeah, now to the Buffalo. Buffalo is basically kind of an odd ship in the line, since you have these 12 heavy AP guns or shells, but at a way lower rate at fire than in a Des Moines. That it has, of course, only 9 guns. So the thing is, it's definitely better than the Seattle with its 12 guns, since the firing angles are way better in my opinion. But of course, your slower rate of fire is a thing that you have to get to know to. I mean, Baltimore has also not the highest rate of fire, and yeah, as I said, since you have this double turret layout, so 2 in the front, 2 in the back, it tends you to think you could hide in this ship, but since you're missing this 30mm deck armor and it's kind of a sluggish ship, I would say, it's better stationed behind island as well. So initially I would do that. AA is good. I mean, it all shares the good values of the American heavy cruiser line, in my opinion. Yeah, it just lacks, or it's just not good playing in the open. But during this game, I can tell you that I have to play in the open some kind. But yeah, since I'm the tier 9 and I'm always telling you, if you're top tier, you have to carry your team or have to do some more work than you would do normally in other instances that, or in other cases, then yeah, you see, you get my point, I guess. So I'm bringing myself here in position to get radar coverage over sea. I'm not necessarily too eager to have shots into sea for right now, but of course this Neptune comes in handy. If he smokes, then I might be able to, yeah, exactly do that, to support my DD even better. Yuguma was spotted. That's the thing I really liked. It was late in the night, I was playing my alt account, and then you see these plays and you ask yourself, holy shit, what is wrong with these people? Where is your awareness? I also let my team know that they have their guns ready, because I'm radaring Z. So there are actually 2 DDs that we catch here off guard. I am securing the first win, helping my carrier to win the fighter battle. Enemy definitely had no clue what he was doing, enemy CV I guess, otherwise he wouldn't have tagged our carrier's fight here. Alright, so if you look at the minimap, you see that's not a really target-rich environment we are finding here. So I decide, okay, let's help to kill the Jervis, then we should have secured C, and from that point on I have to see what's going on. But I see already that these guys have their issues. They went here without any DD support. Or we already lost the DD. Oh yeah, we lost our DD. So in that case, if I'm here on this, if I would be on this flank, I would run. Of course with the radar that can help, but that's a different story. Alright, so I decide to turn in to get some shots on the line. Maybe he commits himself. I mean, it's holiday time, so he turned away. Taking some pot shots, but apart from that, I'm not really effective. The Miyoko is running away. Yeah, there's a Targo, which is, yeah, that's the only Kiters, and this is yeah, a thing I don't want to chase down. I mean, I can. One battleship should be enough to prevent them, or one battleship, one destroyer should be enough to prevent them of pushing in here. So I decided, okay, maybe I can help out over here, since the A flank is quite weak and the likelihood of them pushing through here is definitely given. And since they have also the last remaining 2 DDs here, I thought, okay, radar might come in handy here as well. Neptune is already going that way, which is good, because then I'm maybe able to capitalize on using, or I'm benefiting from using his smoke. So that's just the things I'm thinking through while playing it. You always have to, after you secure the cap, you see there's not much on position. You have some brief, then watch the minimap and see what the enemy movement or what the enemy next action will be. And if you go for A, it's hard to get like control over B if you only sit here in this area. So they either have to occupy this area and hold this area, then they can get control over B. If they all push into B, okay, that's pretty simple. Then I'm just kiting here while sitting here angled away and just farm them whatever. But my initial goal is to prevent a push from this side. So, and that you have to see in advance. And you saw our complete A flank collapsed as expected. And yeah, I told my Neptune, let's move up here. We need that support. Maybe we get some support by our destroyers as well. And Musashi is backing us up. And yeah, that's basically it. When it comes to modules and stuff, I'm using the acceleration instead of the rudder shift. The reason for that is pretty simple. I tried it with the rudder shift and I found out, nope, the Buffalo is definitely not a good kiter. So here a bit of a risky situation, but I see that the Yugumo is incoming into B. So I want to go undetected, turn in, use the smoke as cover, but it's, of course now I've spotted. Concealment of the Buffalo isn't too great with 10.5, but it's doable. But I want to help my DDs against the Yugumo. That's my goal. I angle towards the Lion. Hope the best that I don't get punished too heavily. I mean, overmatching is definitely a problem for this ship. And then I take out the Yugumo with a nice, good volley. So the reason I'm radaring here is that I was detected while firing, and the only possibility for that is that the DD is so close that my smoke firing penalty is enabled. And of course then exactly that's happening. That Fletcher was absolutely ballsy. Some AP incoming. Recently the Buffalo rate of fire got improved, and that's the thing you really see here. Definitely makes this life a bit more comfortable, even though I don't consider the ship very too strong. As I said, the given factors of that it is really squishy and really bad at kiting is kind of a thing for itself. For already expert loader to have this easy switch and fast switch, and now I'm going to kite. The Neptune is still around, the Musashi is backing us up, Jutland is nearby, and somehow the Fletcher dies to my fires. I don't know how, but he did apparently. So I was a bit wondering. I guess the Neptune hit him before he got undetected. That's basically what happened, I guess. Okay, the rune. Now I know that the rune is doing some evasive maneuvers, so I try to calculate that in my next volley. As I said, you don't have a rate of fire like at Des Moines. It's way less, but you have 3 more shells in the air. As I said, also the firing angles way better than in the Seattle. Yeah, okay. That Neptune didn't stop to fire, that's the issue. So it's upon the Musashi, Jutland and myself to stop this push. This is pretty impressive, you don't see that very often. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's such a brilliant idea to push in a rune, Donskoy and a line, but it definitely does his thing. Yeah. But I meant against cruiser fires I can angle fairly well. The chunk I ate was just from the line, and yeah, you have the issue that this Buffalo eats through the back here quite a lot of damage. You also have a flat ass, so to say, and everything that's close, even cruiser AP, can penetrate you there. You also get support by our carrier, so that should be all quite okay. Trying to set on fire on the lion because he's the biggest threat to me, but I can't turn completely, and changing my turrets would now be a bit too much. Also, I mean, we have not much firepower, but normally it would be the optimal position to kite in this direction, while we have some ships down here, but we sadly don't have anymore because all died. As I said, the title of the video says it itself. It's definitely always on the edge, this game. Trying to help my Musashi against the rune, that he can't come close because of torpedoes. But of course he is eating a ton of HE fire here. Or not, because the line decides to shoot AP. Well, in this case it's fine. I mean, if the Musashi has enough time to kite, he should be able to kill either one of them. Because if the lion would also shoot HE at the Musashi, then the Musashi would have had a real big issue. But now he stays, which is... I don't like this staying there where he is right now. I think you shouldn't watch out for the Donskoy. You only wanna shoot one target at a time. So now the lion turns away. Before I deal with the Donskoy, I will go for him. But I already watched the minimap and see the Targo approaching, so that will be also a goal of mine. I need to prevent him of getting C or killing our carrier. That's basically always look at the advance, what you expect the enemy movements, and this is a pretty clear movement here. Yeah, let's see if we can finish off the line. That would be really important. Yeah, carrier does his job, so that threat is gone. The Musashi is really far away. I don't know why he even turns out, but I think he has no good options anymore, since yeah, 3 DDs and their DDs died like a bit unnecessary, I would say. An okay-ish volley. You see over these long distances, and this is not really long, you have issues hitting with the Buffalo. But I need to have this range to be kind of in the comfort zone. Especially against tier 10s and so on, you need the distance. 15-16 kilometers is really important. And it's of course harder to hit, especially movable targets, and that's why I say that the Buffalo is not really a great kite. If you have to chase down ships, this is like a pain in the ass. Alright, so the Donskoy runs away. I leave the Musashi to the hands of my destroyers. I expect them to kill them and try to intercept Atago, who's definitely going for the Ranger, since the Ranger is now spotted from the enemy carrier's planes. And we all know how juicy battleship, carrier XP is, and that's what exactly the Atago is doing, and in a way it makes sense. Luckily for us, the Tashkent torps Miyoko, so we are securing B, even though we are 1 cap short. But yeah, don't get irritated is the wrong word, but don't think this is a permanent score or so. Okay, we are leading 250 or 220 points. This can change in a matter of seconds if you play like around the holidays. So there's no safety at all. So we see, we lose our sims already. But I'm of course going for the Atago. He's giving me flat broadside over this distance. My heavy AP is just putting in and cuts him in parts if he doesn't change the direction. And he's definitely still not angling, and yeah. taking a bit shorter lead since he had to slow down because of the torpedoes, and if that volley hits, he should be done. That's the Kraken Unleashed, another Citadel, and I can turn my attention towards the Musashi, who already played a lot of HP, which was expected since he had to deal with only DDs. Kind of a misplay here, or a risky play. Yep, exactly. I completely forgot that I'm the only one visible here. Okay, not anymore. The Jutland started to fire, but yeah. Someone is complaining about the Atago, I don't get it. Yeah, I get a bit lucky. I could have easily eaten one of these torpedoes. I wasn't expecting them, but at some point you have to go for it and have to be really aggressive, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to help my DDs against the Donskoy, because if he's coming in there, yeah, we have an issue. DDs are spreading out to the caps, which is also the case, and we should have now sealed the deal with the kill on the Musashi. That was the biggest threat. And Donskoy is radaring. Apparently he's shooting the Jutland here, I guess. Yes, he is. Of course, loading AP. I know that this guy is also capable of shooting AP, so I have that in mind. And even like go in and yeah, you see he's actively dodging as well. And now he's turning in. So I can't stick to AP here all the time. It was just an initial salvo, but let's be honest, Buffalo shells aren't that fast, so he has a lot of time to react. And now he's giving broadside again, which is strange to me, honestly. He's always turning in. I should have the good penetration, or I should be able to have a good penetration. So that's why I'm switching to AP again. Of course, I have to be aware of torpedoes, but if I kill him, I should be fine. And then he gets this nasty volley out, which is of course absolutely not what I expected. I'm just hoping that I will survive this volley since he switched to AP. It was a bit too crazy, but I kill him, secure the win, and the rest is just easy game, I would say. The carrier isn't spotted, 994 points, and we take it down. So what can you learn out of this replay? Well, mostly seeing enemy movements beforehand, before they actually happen. So my move of going from C to towards A is a thing a lot of people don't realize. I would have bet that there would have been battleships out there. They just would have pushed through C, chased that Miyoko and Atago, and yeah, left their team alone. You see that very often because I don't know why actually, but yeah, that's situational awareness, that you see something coming and that you prepare by positioning, using the right ammo type, whatever. And that's basically what this video is about. So I hope I could yeah, help you in that regard, or just point it out again. Of course, I had also a quite nice game there with 135,000 damage. Buffalo is not the greatest damage dealer. I mean, I had also better games, but depends on how much you get broadsides of cruisers or battleships. Then, of course, with AP you can do a lot of work. That's for sure. 2.563 base XP. I think if you consider that this is tier 7 to tier 9 matchmaking and you're top tier, always don't expect too much XP as top tier. Therefore, I think this is a quite good result with 2,500. But I recommended all of them. The Ranger played well, the Jutland played well, the Tashkent played well, even the Musashi played well. I think I all recommended these guys. Or like, well, Musashi could have played a bit better, but that's I'm not so yeah, I won't go too much into detail. He did his job, which was tanking and helping me out, and was also kiting, not rushing stupidly into them, which is definitely a sign that he knows what he's doing more or less. Of course, that's how American heavy cruisers details always should look like. Maybe even a bit more AP. I should have shot more AP on some occasions. But basically that's it about. AP, HE kind of balanced. More towards the AP side, I would say. And yeah, some occasional fires, but that's not the main damage. 1.4 potential damage. You saw how low I was on HP. This is why this ship isn't good at kiting. I mean, it's an okay ship, but it's nothing outstanding, and I would always take the Des Moines over it. But it's definitely better than the Seattle on tier 9, which is absolutely pitiful to play, in my opinion. But that's all another story. So guys, since this is my last video for this year, I want to thank you for all your support. I wish you a good start in the new year. Also, I decided to make a stream tonight on New Year's Eve, since all of my friends are scattered all over the country. I put up a little text on my Discord, and there you can maybe put in some ideas if you have some ideas or proposals for what we could do tonight if you are interested. Yeah, looking forward to it, and I will see some of you guys. And yeah, for the ones I don't see tonight, I wish you, as I said already, a good rush into the new year, as we say in Germany, but I don't know how it is in English, so forgive my bloody German English. So have a good time. Bye bye.